It almost feels illegal how fast China is dragging the future into the present. Because out of nowhere, these new electric machines are showing up on city streets, quiet, aggressive, and way ahead of anything we've touched. And the first one hits like a warning shot. One GAC Pickup 01. The first time you see the GAC Pickup 01, it doesn't even look real. It's got this sharp, armored presence, like a utility truck pulled straight from a sci-fi film. No loud diesel chug, no messy engine growl. Just that silent electric punch hiding underneath, built to carry distance without blinking. Step inside and it stops pretending to be a truck. It feels more like a luxury SUV someone disguised for rugged work. Flat-bottom steering wheel, those clean digital displays stretching side to side. It's the kind of cabin where you could almost forget you're driving something meant for tough jobs. And here's the wild part. China isn't keeping this thing at home. GAC wants it on global roads by 2027, almost like they're daring everyone else to keep up. You can feel the message behind it. China is not waiting for the rest of the world to decide when electric trucks get serious. They've already made theirs. What do you think? Would you trade a traditional pickup for something like this? 2. Shenzhen self-driving bus. Shenzhen didn't just test autonomous buses. They quietly put them directly into real traffic, and people barely noticed. These things glide through the streets with this eerie calm. No driver, no shouting, no sudden brake slams, just smooth electric movement. Huawei packed them with the full sci-fi toolbox. LiDAR spinning up top, HD cameras reading lanes more carefully than any human, and an AI system that makes a 1.6-mile loop with 3 clean stops like it's nothing. And underneath all that tech, there's a bigger story. China is dealing with the same mess every major city faces. Labor shortages, rising transit costs, jammed streets. Instead of waiting for the problem to fix itself, Shenzhen just rolled out the future. What's even bolder is their plan to scale this across the entire city. Not someday, not in trials. They want it now. Fast, widespread, unavoidable. Imagine stepping onto a bus with no driver, no human error, and almost no noise. 3. BYD 8TT electric semi-truck. The BYD 8TT is already out there working real shifts in the US and Canada, quietly proving a point most people didn't expect. This thing shows up at ports, warehouses, distribution hubs, running routes without the diesel rumble everyone grew up with. Instead, it moves with this smooth, almost unsettling silence, like a giant that learned how to tiptoe. It offers a 167-mile range and fast charging, keeping it in rotation without long downtime. And despite being electric, it hauls more than enough muscle. Over 82,000 pounds in payload and 483 horsepower backing it up. That's not future potential, that's real-world performance. What hits hardest is the maintenance, or the lack of it. No oil changes, fewer moving parts, no emissions billowing out the back. Drivers say it rides smoother than diesel rigs, almost like the road suddenly got cleaner too. 4. Farazan home truck. Because the truck doesn't just target diesel rigs, it's coming straight for the Tesla Semi. And the way it does, it feels almost unfair. Gile built this truck like a lineup of 4 different futures: pure electric for short hauls, hybrid for flexibility, methanol electric for cleaner fuel alternatives, and a hydrogen fuel cell setup meant for massive long-distance runs. 1 platform, 4 powertrains, like they're letting the world pick its favorite version of tomorrow. Then you open the door, and it stops feeling like a truck altogether. The interior doesn't just look comfortable, it feels like someone squeezed a tiny apartment into a long-haul vehicle. A bathroom, a compact kitchen, a real bed, even a washing machine. It's designed for the kind of roads where drivers spend days alone, and suddenly the cab becomes home instead of a cockpit. Autonomous tech backs it all up, taking over the exhausting parts of long routes. Lane keeping, cruise control, the minutiae that wear drivers down mile after mile. And Gile isn't keeping production local. They're planning manufacturing across Europe, Korea, and Japan, like they're preparing for a global takeover before anyone has fully processed what this thing is. Long-haul drivers, be honest, Would a setup like this actually make life on the road easier? 5. Inceptio Level 3. Autonomous trucks. Inceptio didn't show up with a prototype or a flashy concept. They rolled out trucks that actually drive themselves on real highways across China. Level 3 autonomy, fully functional, not theoretical. These rigs handle lane changes, merge into traffic, manage speed, and ride through long stretches of highway like a veteran driver who never gets tired or distracted. The human in the seat is basically a supervisor now, hands off, eyes on, stepping in only when needed. And that shift changes everything. Fatigue drops, reaction times improve, safety rises in a way human discipline alone could never guarantee. These trucks aren't stuck in testing grounds either. They're working real logistics routes, carrying real cargo, meeting real deadlines. Every mile they complete is a quiet reminder that China didn't wait for the world to decide when self-driving trucking should begin. They just launched it. 6. FAW Liquid Hydrogen Freightliner. While the world is still arguing about batteries versus diesel, FAW went sideways and built a freightliner that runs on liquid hydrogen. And that one decision changes the entire long-haul game. Instead of heavy battery packs, it stores ultra-cold liquid hydrogen in advanced cryogenic tanks, technology that looks more like something from a space program than a trucking company. The payoff is massive. A 620-mile range and refueling times measured in minutes, not hours. For long-haul fleets, that's the difference between profit and burnout. And the emissions? Practically nothing. Just water vapor drifting out the back, making diesel rigs look like relics from a dirty century. China sees hydrogen as more than a side project. It's a strategic play. With Great Wall Motors building hydrogen platforms too, the country is positioning itself as the leader in clean freight before most nations even have refueling stations on the map. Imagine highways full of trucks that leave nothing behind but mist. That's the world FAW is pushing toward. 7. Wuhan Suspended Monorail. Wuhan built a suspended monorail that looks like it shouldn't even work in the real world. 33 feet in the air, gliding along its track with no driver, no roar, no shaking, just this smooth, silent motion above the chaos of city streets. It stretches across 16.6 miles with 16 stations, weaving a clean path right over traffic that used to choke the roads below. And the ride? Panoramic glass floors let passengers look straight down as the city moves under them. It's unnerving at first, then strangely peaceful, like floating through the skyline. What makes it even smarter is the economics. Instead of digging underground or tearing up roads, Wuhan built the track overhead, cutting infrastructure costs dramatically. It's quick to install, lighter on the budget, and instantly reduces road congestion without disrupting the city's flow. If your city had something like this, would you hop on or keep your feet on the ground? 8. XCMG ZNK95 Autonomous Electric Mining Truck. The XCMG ZNK95 doesn't even bother pretending to need a driver. There's no cab, no cockpit, just a massive electric machine built to work non-stop in some of the roughest terrain on Earth. Every movement is guided by AI navigation systems that track, map, and adjust in real time. The truck reads slopes, rocks, loose soil, then shifts its terrain adaptive controls to keep hauling without hesitation. It's the kind of precision no human could pull off for hours straight. And this isn't in testing. Over 100 units are already deployed in real mines, doing the backbreaking work humans used to spend entire careers enduring. All electric, zero emissions, and capable of running 24/7 with only brief charging breaks. It's not the future of mining, it's the replacement for it. 9. Uton U11 D-electric double-decker bus, bringing clean, quiet transit to some of the busiest metropolitan corridors throughout Europe and the UK. The Uton U11D is among the most modern electric double-decker buses in service. It lets cities move many people without depending on diesel fleets, with room for up to 70 passengers and a real-world range of around 200 miles. Wide panoramic windows, a silky electric ride, and a huge upper deck that seems more like a tour than public transportation are available to passengers. It lowers operating expenditures for transportation companies and lessens noise pollution since it is electric. Offering a sensible, contemporary solution that combines efficiency, comfort, and sustainability. These double-deckers sparkle in congested metropolitan regions where capacity is important. The U11D demonstrates how legacy transportation symbols, like double-deckers, may transform into green, modern vehicles ideal for the next generation of city mobility. 10. Transit Elevated Bus, TEB. One of the most visually mind-bending transportation ideas ever unveiled was China's TEB, or Transit Elevated Bus, a huge tunnel-like electric bus meant to hover above traffic. Built at 72 feet long and 25 feet wide, it permitted vehicles to travel under, while the upper-level platform accommodated up to 300 passengers, promising congestion-free travel without the requirement of large infrastructural changes like subways or elevated rails, running on tracks laid at the sides of the road. Although the notion caught worldwide interest, major implementation soon ran into obstacles. Safety issues, turn radius limits, and the requirement to reconstruct whole intersections caused the project to be postponed. The TEB, however, caused global debates on megacity mobility and spurred engineers to rethink what buses might be. Even if it never became popular, it still ranks among the most daring futuristic transportation concepts of the decade, evidence that extreme thinking can impact actual solutions. China's futuristic transport revolution is already reshaping how cities move. From autonomous trucks to elevated buses, the future is speeding toward us. If you enjoyed this journey into next-gen mobility, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible breakthroughs transforming our world.